I find the 10,000 swing challenge quite fascinating, but I've yet to hear you talk about how do you know if you're ready for it? From my heart, I'm going to tell you, you don't. The first time we did it, I got an email from TC Loma, who's the publisher and editor of T Nation. He said, "We want you to do an article about the 10,000 swing challenge." And I said, I emailed back and I go, "Well, what is that?" And he said, "Well, 10,000 swings." The next day, Mike Brown and I went in the weight room, picked up 24 kilo bells, and swang 1,000 times. Day after, we swang 800 and said, "We need to think this through." So when I was ready for it was I got an email. But there's some more to this question, and I like where you're heading here. After attempting it a few more times on your older training templates, so he tried the original style of doing a set of 10, 3 pull-ups, a set of 15, 2 pull-ups, a set of 25, 1 pull-up, and a set of 50. That worked for me. Big engine guys with big grips can do 50 swings with the 24K. We quickly discovered as we moved on to the next group that that was a rarity, and we agreed on only 2, basically, let's just give it to you right here. 15 swings followed by 35, or a set of 10, a set of 10, a set of 15, a set of 25, which adds up to 50 reps, and you spin that through 10 times. If you go to the members only site, you will find the new templates for these workouts that add that in all the human body movements. I noticed some grip issues around a 300 to 4 rep range, and I know what you're talking about. This cramp that you get right here. You might, if you're trying to do 50, you get to 22. If you're trying to do 25, you get to 17. I get that. You need more rest in that 300 to 400 rep range. You just do. It's a lot of work. Hence the question, how do you recommend preparing for the challenge? Since it's a challenge, there is no prep. It's not a certification. It's not a contest. It's just something you do. By the way, I'm fine if it takes you an hour and a half to do the 500 reps. When I see people online posting that I did this in 22 minutes, my first thought is, here's one thing I know you did. Well, you did not do kettlebell swings. Keep up the great work, and please come back to Denmark in the future. Again, I'll be there in 3 weeks. Go to Ole's site, Strong for Life. Strong for Life. As I was unable to attend your workshop with Ole and the gang this time. Oh, okay, misunderstood. Keep up the good work and let Brian know he's doing an excellent job with the website. Well, I will let Brian know he's doing an excellent job with the website. I will let him know because I think he's fabulous. You know, and if you don't mind me on this question, Sam, is that sometimes when it comes to things like challenges, it's a challenge, and it might just be awful. But part of the challenge is the awfulness of it. So sometimes there is no prep. It's almost like you wake up and there's a baby on in front of your house and you have to raise a child, or even the old-fashioned way of having the 40 weeks. You think you're ready for a kid until those little eyes stare at you the first time. You know, Sam, as much as I love the challenge, you also have to ask yourself, why am I doing it? We discovered through a lot of trial and error at first, we thought that 250 was the repeatable, doable number in kettlebell swings. But then all of a sudden, we just broke. Now we're more in that 75 to 125 a day for the rest of your life. So if you're thinking that 75 to 125, 150, or is that wiggle room for repeatable and doable, 75, 125, 150, kind of depends on how you swing. If you double those numbers, it kind of gives you some insights. Like if you feel good, I mean, you feel like you could do 150 swings a day for the rest of your life, do a 1-month challenge of 300 swings a day and just see what it goes. There's no need for you to do the 10,000 swings challenge. There's no need. And I apologize sometimes because I'll write an article for a specific audience and reason. And yet what happens is it gets kind of muddled. when it comes down to everybody else and everybody else's needs. I used to take on any challenge the world would offer, and it ended up, kind of beating me down a little bit. So I just don't want you to be in that situation. All right. Thanks for a good question, Sam.